From last year's winner, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, editor Michael Andrews, ACE, and filmmaker Phil Lord.
3, 4.
Hi.
Hi. Give it up one more time for John Chu. Holy Moses. His movies are so beautiful because he is, you can see his spirit. He's a great citizen of the game. I love you, John.
You know what? I just want to start off, first of all, by saying thanks to Phil for coming and putting himself trapped in a room full of editors. I know we're an odd bunch, and
It's how I live the rest of my life,
taking
Mike.
the time to do that. And I want to also say thank you to you and Chris Miller for me winning that giant trophy, the world's giantest trophy ever, that I took home last year. It was all because of you and Chris. So thank you.
That's crazy. It's amazing to see you work your craft, which is namely making producers think that everything was their idea.
Well, you know, I understand what the nominees went through. I've been through it many times. Editing an animated movie is no picnic. We spend a lot of time in edit. I know what these guys have all done, and they work on still images, thousands of still images, putting them together, making them flow like a real movie, throwing it up on the screen with full music. It's quite a job, let me tell you. So I know what you've been through, so I appreciate it.
An animated movie is made backwards. First you edit it for years, then you shoot it, then you act it, and then towards the end of the sound mix, you write it.
It's very true.
The truth is, if there was an award for most editing, an animated film would win every single time.
Thank you. It is very true. Last year, when I compared it to Fitzcarraldo, I said it was like pushing a big boat over a mountain.
And then watching that boat fall down that mountain, and then agreeing to cut the mountain.
This is great. Here we are after the Oscars. It's very freeing for us all. So whichever nominee wins this, please come up here. And it doesn't matter what you say.
Let it fly.
Yeah, come on, go.
Nothing counts.
Go political, whatever you want.
Give your Baldoni takes, whatever. But here's the real truth. Chris and I have spent 10 times more in an editing room, editing movies with brilliant people like Mike and yourselves than we have ever spent shooting them. Our time in the edit room has been our film school. Editors have been our teachers. I want to say thank you to Mike, Bob Fisher, Joel Negron, who I left the cutting room to come here, and many, many others. Thank you for your generosity with your talent.
Now you're going to make me cry.
Here, oh my God, thank you, Mike. Here are the nominees for Best Animated Film.
Flow. Gins Zilbelodis. Inside Out 2. Marissa Horwitz. Moana 2. Jeremy Milton, ACE. Michael Lewis Hill. Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. Dan Hembury. The Wild Robot. Mary Blee.
So I picked up the wrong envelope. So with apologies to Baby Reindeer Episode 4, the winner of Best Animated feature film is
Mary Blee, the Wild Robot.
We should keep playing the music. That's a real good feature of our film. It's such an honor to receive this from the editorial community, a community that I've been a part of for 30 years. And The Wild Robot is a celebration of community. And as we've seen in Los Angeles in the last few months, having a community is a really important thing. And the community supports you in good times and in tough times. And I've had the pleasure of being in the same community for 20 years at DreamWorks, which is a very special community to be a part of. In fact, all of the center fourth row there are all my coworkers who came tonight. I told them to come up here with me, actually, because I wanted to have the support of my community in a really awkward space for me. I kind of got social anxiety, but I'll just say that to Phil and Mike Andrews' point, it takes a lot of hours and a lot of time and a lot of people to make an animated movie. And every single one of those people is a creative person who is contributing creatively every minute of every hour of every day for many years. And I have never been so grateful to be part of that community as I am today, and a part of this community right here that includes so many people who inspired me when I was 21 years old, all up to way up to the age that I am today. Which is very similar to 21. I wanted, right? I wanted to thank Donna Langley and her team at Universal, and Margie Cohen, Kristen Lowe, Eric Andreasen for embracing our beautiful story, which was an unusual story. I want to thank to Jeff Herman, our producer, to Heather Lanza, our co-producer, for their calm, steady leadership and their kind friendship. And of course, thank you to the amazing Chris Sanders, who also came tonight. He's right there. He's like an animation legend. You guys should go seek him out. Whose unique vision, inclusive leadership, boundless creativity, and infectious enthusiasm made it a joy to come to work every day. But even greater than that is his respect for every single person on the crew. The respect that included the respect of their creativity, that he wanted to make sure that they all had their voice and that it shone through in the film. And I think if you watch the film, you'll see that it's the voices of the entire crew. I want to thank my talented edit team who is here today: Colin Erker, Alonda Duanis, Mark Hester, Lucy Lyon, and Brian Parker. If they were standing here, I could say, remember their faces. They didn't come up. Remember their faces, because you're going to see them standing here one day. Thank you to the leadership from all the departments, including Heidi Gilbert, who is here today. She's my story partner. And thank you to my husband, Kurt, and my kids, who are so patient and kind, and as stated, all the hours that I spend in the editing room. And thank you to my parents, who if you see the movie, my parents were the ones who were always there to give me a boost when I needed it. Thank you very much. And thank you to ACE.